Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Bernard Moore the third with More on the Road, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. I know you may hear a lot going on around me right now. I'm here live at Hillcrest Christian Academy, 4060 South Southwood Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Here for the Mississippi Lady Lakers continues the trial. So we're going to turn over to them. As you can see, that their trial is going on here on the campus of Hillcrest Christian School here with the Mississippi Lakers of the WBDA. So definitely stay tuned to what's going on in reference to what's about to take place with the Mississippi Lakers. We got a good show going on for you today, guys. A lot of guests that are coming on with me. So again, you may see me jump around, moving around. Again, I'm here with the Mississippi Lady Lakers, sitting here watching their trials and things, see what's going on with their trial. So we're going to really focus on what's going on with the Mississippi Lady Lakers. Now, we was there at the First Baptist Church a couple weeks ago at the trial, so they're having another trial. As you can see, that we got the post players working a few post games right now. Oh, she went down for the count. But we're here for full of excitement. We're here part of the Mississippi Lakers, as well as with the organization. Again, you may see me moving around because I'm doing multiple things right now, so bear with me. Much love to you guys. Exactly what's going on. Trying to make sure that we get everything together. So definitely stay tuned. Take a look at the Lakers. Oh, like we had an injury, but everything is all right. She's up and at it right now. So definitely give her a round of applause. Had a little slip up. But we got a lot of stuff that's going on today here at Hillcrest Christian School. Again, 4060 South Sour Road, Jackson, Mississippi. And actually, this is where we're going to take place for the Coaching Cancer Benefit basketball game. Well, let me rephrase that. I just got a sponsor to be a title sponsor for my Coaching Cancer Benefit basketball game. Hoop A Lot Universe has stepped on and became our official apparel sponsor. They're gonna provide me with my uniforms. Oh, but she's a nice, good spin move. They're gonna be a part of the apparel. So I want to thank Coach Shadarian Washington for their support at Hoop A Lot Universe apparel. He's gonna help me out with the uniforms for the benefit basketball game. So now we have to rebrand it. It is the Hoop A Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit basketball game presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports Live. So definitely look forward to it. Will take place June the 25th. June the 25th here at Hillcrest Christian Academy. So definitely stay tuned for that. Will take place again June 25th. The Hoop A Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports Live will definitely take place here June 25th, 2022 for the annual Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game. Again, the game will benefit domestic violence organization, the Butterflies by Grace, Designed by Faith, as well as Susie G. Coleman Breast Cancer Organization. This is my way of giving back to those. This is my way of giving back to those organizations and dealing with breast cancer, domestic violence, providing them with funds to do research and resource to what's going on and the things that they're doing. So definitely come on out. Stay tuned to what's about to take place with the Coaching Cancer Benefit basketball game that will take place here at Hillcrest Christian School. I want to thank the staff here for their support in doing this game. But we got a lot going on. So again, you may see me move around a lot here up at Hillcrest Christian School for the Mississippi Lady Lakers workout. So I know you hear a lot going on. So definitely, hey, just tune in. There's a lot of noise going on here with the Mississippi Lady Lakers. Again, I'm here in support of the Lady Lakers and what they're doing for the Jackson, Mississippi area. So definitely stay tuned to some of their games. I'm not sure exactly. They haven't created the schedule yet, so I'm not sure exactly when the first game or how things are going to go. But definitely stay tuned. Look for. Again, this is Bernard Moore the third, presented to you Bernard Moore III with More on the Road, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more. That's all. That's what we do here at Hillcrest Christian Academy for the Mississippi Lady Lakers workout. We're going to be doing some things with the Lakers, so that's why definitely why we're here. We're going to be doing some things with the Lakers on behalf of More and More Sports Management, and we're going to do some other things with the Lakers on the side of with advertisement and promotion. So definitely stay tuned to do some work with the Lakers. Stay tuned to our website, www.mms-management.com, mms-management.com. So that you can definitely stay tuned to what's going to take place. Again, we're going to do some things with the Mississippi Lakers, the Mississippi Lady Lakers this year. So definitely stay tuned to what's going on. Again, now we take a look at the post players here on this end. On the farther end, we have the guards. We have the guards going on, doing some guard things. Again, you may see a little sound, so I'm looking at and paying attention to what's going on. But now, looking at this, I've seen that the post game is definitely, you can say it's almost like non-existent right now because a lot of players don't play post. Everybody, you have 7-footers that should be down there posting up, down there shooting threes. But the post game is a very important component of the game. And it definitely will help the game get by faster. I know it will also draw some fouls, so definitely be careful with working down in the post. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we do. So again, you may see me jump around, going back and forth because there's a lot of excitement going on with the world of sports. Looking forward to seeing what the Mississippi Raiders are going to do. They're getting their season kicked off also, as well as the Magnolia Spartans. I think that's number 10, Magnolia Spartans. They're playing an arena football team in Philadelphia also. So we got a lot going on in Mississippi right now. With the effects of Coach the Jackson State, I'm not going to put everything on Coach Prime or what's going on with the Jackson State Tigers. I'm going to say the Jackson State Tigers have made a good positive effect in the community to what they're doing. So I know everyone is looking at Coach Prime, but it's not just only Coach Prime that is processing, that is representing the Tigers. I love what he's doing with the media and talking with. I love what he's doing with the media and how he's interacting with them via social media, out there with Barstool. I love it. And that's what he should do. As a coach, he is the face of the program. He is out, as they say, shaking hands and kissing babies, being out there in the community. That's what his main job is as a head coach. And that's why you hire a good staff to coach the players, to manage the program itself in-house. So again, kudos to him to what he's doing. Hopefully, wish them much success up this upcoming season. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to this upcoming season for the Tigers to defend their SWAC championship trophy, and hopefully, they can get to that bowl game and come on out with a victory as well. But hey, it is a life of sports. But now, let's turn back to basketball. Speaking of basketball, I want to say kudos to the Lady Tigers of JSU, what they're doing. Coach Reed and her staff, the coaching staff for the Lady Tigers, and what they're doing. They're doing some outstanding things with the Lady Tigers. They're still undefeated, and I think they're traveling today to face another SWAC opponent to go ahead and close out the season. They're undefeated. Right now, they have clinched the regular season title. So kudos to Coach Reed and the staff. You got another ring on your finger for a championship. So much love to you. Continue on doing what you're doing. We're definitely looking forward to this upcoming season, as well as what's going to take place with the Lady Tigers in the SWAC conference, in the SWAC tournament, as well as to make that transition over to the big dance. Speaking of the big dance, now we're closing out on the high school basketball tournament. And as you can see, you got a few teams that has already established their place at the big house. There's some games that took place last night, and we have a few games that will take place today as well. As they go ahead and stamp their ticket to make their trip down, they call it the big house, the Mississippi Coliseum on Fairgrounds here in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm definitely going to be down. I'm looking forward to some games. I'm looking forward to the games that definitely will take place at the big house. I have a few games already that took place. Again, some games took place yesterday, which was Friday, February the 25th, and we have some games that are taking place today. Right now, I have a few teams that have already punched their ticket to make their trip up to Jackson to play in the Mississippi Coliseum. You have Biggersville, 1A girls. This is 1A girls. Biggersville will face Lumberton at 9 a.m. on Monday, February the 28th. And at 10:30, another 1A game. West Union will face McEvans. So you have to excuse me. I'm trying to look at these computers look at the names on the computer as well. So definitely work with me now. And continuing Monday, they don't have the 1A boys yet. I think they're playing today. And the 4A girls at 4 p.m. you have Tishmingo will play against Pass Christian. And then another game at 5:30 for a girls, Choctaw Central versus New County. Choctaw Central, again, I think Choctaw Central has developed some well-rounded programs. So they were successful for the previous years, and I think they had a nice looking guard that is playing also. Hopefully, no, Choctaw Central is definitely keeping on, and then they will face Newton County at 4A at 5:30. Then Tuesday, I have some more girls, 2A girls, Belmont will face West Lincoln at 9 a.m. and then at 10:30 a.m. to a new site versus Lake. I'll continue on down to 5A, the 5A girls at 4 p.m., which will take place Tuesday, March the 1st, for 5A girls, Columbus versus Brookhaven, followed by Nasobe Central versus West Jones. Now, in reference to Nasobe Central, I'll double checking some information in reference to Nasobe Central. I want to say I had a good one of my former teammates is playing. Is it no? My mistake. That's wrong one. Nasobe Central will play against West Jones in 5A. The Wednesday, March the 2nd, the 3A girls, 9 a.m. Boonville will face Franklin County, and at 10:30, 3A girls, Noxubee County versus Union. Noxubee County. I have one of my teammates, former teammates from Jackson State. He's the head coach of Noxubee County, and we interviewed him a few weeks ago on ESPN Talking Sports Live with Rob J, Larry Nix, and myself. Again, I want to give a shout out to. Let me go ahead and I want to give a shout out to ESPN Talking Sports Live at 105.9 FM The Zone for the work that they're supporting with me and doing. Tune in Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on 105.9 FM The Zone, or you can definitely follow us on social media, ESPN Talking Sports Live, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I want to say TikTok, one of those. So definitely stay tuned. Follow us on that. So, again, back to the tournament. And Coach Jones spoke with that saying that he was going to make that trip to the big house. And so he texted me earlier today. Once he did earlier today or last night, he said, you remember our interview a couple weeks ago on the show, and I told you we was going to make that trip down to the Coliseum? I said, you're correct. So, hey, look forward to seeing you down at the Coliseum. I'll be there in flesh. So, hey, I told him, I said, I'll see you Wednesday. So hopefully, they definitely come on out, have fun. Hope they definitely come out, have fun. The young ladies come out. I know he said he wants to hold their gold ball, so we're definitely looking forward to it, Coach Johnson. So, yes, Coach Johnson, I'm looking forward to seeing you Wednesday in Knoxville County to see them live in the flesh to host. Now, I don't know if they're hosting. I know they're going against Union. And then continue on that Wednesday, March the 2nd, 6A girls, Germantown versus Harrison Central. Now, I've heard rumbles of Germantown or what they're doing up there in Gluckstadt, Mississippi. Their team coming along. It's a new school, probably less than 10 years old, and they're making some noise already. That's the thing about when you're in certain counties. I know they're in Madison, Gluckstadt regional area. Madison Central was the powerhouse school back in the day. They were the powerhouse schools. Then the school became overpopulated. There was a lot of students. The county expanded, the city expanded, and so they had to build some other schools. They had to build regional. Then they developed regional, so that took a lot of the athletes from Madison Central and put them over in Ridgeland. And then again, the population would still continue to grow. And then they had to build Germantown, which is in Gluckstadt, just a few minutes outside of Madison. And they begin to grow. So now you see that the talent in Madison County has definitely spread it out from Canton to Velma Jackson to Rutherford, to Ridgeland, to Germantown, and to Mass as well. And even on the private school sector, they have MRA, and we're still developing a lot of good talent up at MRA, and where they're in quest of holding up another gold ball with the MRA. And then they have Canton Academy. Canton Academy is kind of, right there on the borderline of with successful private school program. So definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to take place with the Germantown and Harrison Central game. Then we go down to the other 6A game, Clinton versus Meridian. I know Coach Farley. Coach Farley, I've known her since she was at Pelahatchie. Coach Farley won some trophies at Pelahatchie, and she's bringing that same vibe over to Clinton. And they're in process of, this is the second time that they've made to the big house. So she's looking forward to definitely taking up holding up that trophy. So that is all the games that I have thus far. You can find the schedule on the MHSAA website, which is MISSHSAA.com, to find more information about the games that are definitely going to take place this upcoming week. Now, speaking of with the MHSAA, I know that they don't have nothing to do with they didn't ask me to do what I'm about to say, but they need officials. They definitely need officials for working games. So if you're interested in still being a part of the sport and definitely working along the sports, helping with some of the events of announcing the games, not announcing, of officiating the games from baseball, football, basketball, volleyball, all of the sports that they provide, they're looking for officials to help officiate the games. So if you're interested, definitely go to their website again. It is MISSHSAA.com. That's the Mississippi High School Activities Association. If you're interested in being an official, definitely look them up. I know that they're definitely looking for more officials. So check it out, and also get paid being a part of the community as well as being involved in sports. So hey, it's definitely something that you can work with. So definitely look them up and work with them on that. Now, speaking of other sports, now I want to turn to what is going to take place in the NFL. You have the NFL Combine that is coming up, taking place this upcoming week in Indianapolis. Have a lot of talent going up there to work out, to showcase their talent in front of the player personnel, some GMs, to scouts, to the owners, from all of the above, to the hot top, to coaches. So you're going to be in front of a lot of people. So I wish those guys well at what they're doing. Go up there, have fun, network. This is the interview for you. So this is you interviewing for your job, because playing professional football is a job. So you got to go interview and hope showcase yourself well in your interview. Just like here, where we are right now, here at Hillcrest Christian School, here with the Mississippi Lady Lakers. The workout, have a few young ladies coming down here to work out to make a professional basketball team. Again, this is history in the making. We got some young ladies here that want to continue to play professional basketball. So wish them well at what they're doing here at Hillcrest Christian Academy. And this is where we're going to host the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball game. It is the Hoop A-Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball game, presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports Live. Will take place here June 25th, 2022, here on the campus of Hillcrest Christian School, 4060 South Sideway Road, Jackson, Mississippi. Now, I know that there's a new leadership here at Hillcrest, and I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with the headmaster, who's also the head football coach. And he kind of shared some of the things that he wanted to do at the school, and it's strong support for him, what he's trying to do, especially within the community. This is, as you can say, is the South Jackson area on the borderline of Jackson and Byron, right there at that borderline. So if you're interested in getting a good Christian education, being part of something, a movement and within the community, definitely check them out. You can definitely look online type in Google search Hillcrest Christian School. I'm going to locate some information for you, so bear with me just a few moments. I know it's in my memory, because many times I don't type this stuff in. So definitely, again, if you're interested in being part of the school, definitely interested in learning more about Hillcrest Christian School. The number is 601-372-0149. Website is hillcrestchristian.org. So if you're interested in definitely being part of the school, definitely come on down. Give them a call again, 601-372-0149. Talk with the individuals in the office and learn more about the school. I was founded in 1970 here in South Jackson. Here in South Jackson on the corner of, I said, you're right there on the borderline of Barham and Jackson. So you say, hey, it's school in Barham and Jackson, but now it's in Jackson. So if you're interested in learning more about it, definitely look them up. hillcrestchristian.org is the website, or you can give them a call, 601-372-0149, or you can definitely stop by 4060 South Sideway Road and learn more. Take a tour of the school, see exactly what they're doing. Again, I see that Mr. Jackson is going to do a lot of things. Again, we had the opportunity to sit down and talk and discuss some things that he is going to do here at Hillcrest, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm here in support of what they're doing here at Hillcrest. Again, it's a private institution here in South Jackson. Definitely trying to make a great impact in South Jackson. So if you're interested, definitely look them up. Now let's get you cut back over to Hillcrest. Now they're taking a break right now. I have a few guests that are in line to join us this day. So work with me, bear with me as we're ready to get them online. Again, this is more on the road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shout out. If you want to be a part of the show, definitely hit me up via social media on any social media apparatus: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Look me up, More and More Sports Management, or you can look up myself, Bernard Moore III, on any social media platform, but especially the popular ones. That's where we're located. Definitely look us up if you want to be a part of the show. If you definitely want to be a guest, give us a call, hit us up. We're more interested, sit down and talk to you. The thing that I like about this show, I have a whole lot of gadgets that I travel around with me. I can take my show and go anywhere. So if you want us to come to your location, we can definitely come to your location and set up, and we can do interviews. We can do a lot of stuff. So I'm interested in joining, moving around. That's why I like the show. I am Bernard Moore III, last name Moore, and I'm on the road constantly traveling around to different locations to host the show. Yes, I host them sometimes at my home office, but I definitely like to be out in the community and support exactly what's going on. Like we're here right now with the Lady Lakers. I'm here with the Lady Lakers here supporting them and help promote their brand, because I know the owner, we played against each other in high school, didn't know it until we would sit down and talk. He said, yeah, I remember playing against y'all. No, we did. He played at Brandon High School, Mr. James Hobson. He played at Brandon High School. So, yeah, we played against each other. That was the only school that I played that I did not beat was Brandon. Now, if we can go back in time, I strap it on right now and get out there and play against Brandon. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody afraid. Forget how old I am. I would strap it on and get out there and play against them right now. Ain't nobody afraid. We'll go out there and play some flag football, because we ain't finna play no tackle right now. We'll play some flag football. But I know that I sat down and had a discussion with them, and I liked the vision that he had. And so, again, we're here in support of what he's attempting to do. And so we're going to be here to support him or whatever he needs. I am going to be a part of their team and help them do different things within the community, as well as at games. So you may hear this voice continuously along with the Mississippi Lady Lakers. So definitely stay tuned exactly what's going on. Now, let's talk about life in general. Now, again, finna deviate from the world of sports right now. Now, we have this situation going on overseas in Ukraine with the Russians and the Polands, those individuals. Now, this is not a political show. This is not anything, being pros and cons of what's going on. Just in general about life and power. We don't know exactly what they're doing. Don't know the reason why. And I say still main thing is that they're looking, it's all about power. It's all about gaining dominance over certain areas. My thing is, we're all in this together. We're still trying to overcome this situation dealing with COVID. So we're dealing with life, we're dealing with society, we're dealing with the economy, we're dealing with a lot of facets of everything. But we still shouldn't have to try to interrupt anybody else what's going on within their life to try to gain dominance or whatever. So I just ask, I call on my brothers and sisters in Christ or Methodist, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever religious belief or whatever God that you believe in. Definitely pray that we cease this nonsense that's going on within this world. So I'm not going to sit here and say that it is an American issue. I think it's something that is going all around. So definitely, I just ask for everyone to definitely pray to whatever God you pray for, or just continue to encourage others to stop doing with what they're doing. Because again, this doesn't make any sense. What they're doing, especially bombing villages, airports, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just asking everyone just continue to be in prayer in reference to that and see exactly what's going on. But right now, let's definitely join on. I got my guest coming along with me. I know he's sitting by. I know he has a lot of things that he has to do. So I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. We met some years ago when he was a basketball coach, and I see that he's doing a lot of stuff within the community. Also, definitely help me welcome on our guest for today. One of our guests today, Mr. Robert Williams. How you doing, Coach?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Everything is fine, man. I know. My apology for interrupting you and what you was attempting to do. I know you said that you got some workouts going on. My apology for interrupting you and you joining us this lovely day.
Oh, no, man. I appreciate you having me. There's no problem. We got everything worked out on this end. I just want to make sure that I get a chance to come on your show and express some exciting things that are going on in my life with my basketball team and the state of women basketball. So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and I know, like I said, I know a little bit about you, from what said knowing you attended Callaway along with my wife, as
Hmm.
well as you're part of the greatest institution in the South. You was part of the greatest phenomenon
Band in the left.
musician
Hmm.
band in the land that everybody likes to be a part of. So I know that you have the best attentions in everything that you do, from what you learned while you were here in Jackson, as well as you taking the knowledge that you learned from JPS to Jackson State to use it at what you're doing right now. So just share with our followers and listeners what you got going on in your life, Coach Williams.
Well, first of all, one, like you said, I did attend Callaway High School, so I'm born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi. Also, I attended the Jackson State University, played in the Sonic Boom in the South. I played tuba. So these foundations actually helped me to get to where I am right now and set the foundation to say, hey, I'm a hard worker. I have a goal in mind I want to reach, and they set the foundation. So I'm happy to have that background. Second, that we have, I always, start off and I tell people I got a chance to marry one of the best coaches in the world, and that's my wife, Diana Williams, over the Dancing Dolls. She is a phenomenal coach, and I learned so much from her, man. I learned how to be a coach from just studying my wife and seeing how she can make something out of nothing, how she transitioned these kids' lives to get the full potential from them. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pattern my same coaching style after that. And I've been successful doing it.
Man, now,
So that's a good thing.
well, right, I know. Like I said, your wife she's a coach. I
Mm-hmm.
said we know a little bit about what she shared with us via social media, TV. So some people don't know the great indebted information about her. But I like, so again, I like what you guys are doing, or what you're doing, especially with young ladies doing things in the community. Now,
Yes.
with her being a coach, does she coach you sometimes dealing with stuff at home and in life as well? And you look like, hold up now, I'm not one of the dancing dolls now. Hold up, come bring it down a little bit.
Hey, man, you must be in my house, man, because that's a constant tug of war, man. That's a constant tug of war. And I had to tell her sometimes, hey, I didn't change my last name, right? My last name, you changed yours. But, man, she gives me a lot of information. Even sometimes I don't want to hear it on how to coach my team, how to deal with parents, how to not only to deal with the parents, but how to brand my team. A lot of
Uh-huh.
stuff that I do, I majored in marketing in Jackson State. So this is what I do. I know how to market. I know how to take a product and make it beautiful and put it on the market so other people can have it. But at the same time, she's tried and true.
No, they're gonna. That goes this exciting technology sometimes that we have to work with. I know it's just a little technical issues sometimes with the connection and stuff, but I know, like I said, I know working with Mr. Williamson and what working, seeing Mr. Williamson what he does. I know that he's doing a lot with his family, especially working with girls sports. So I know, hey, this is part of life, but this technology stuff is very. I can't hear you. But
Watch it,
I know.
coach.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's a lovely part of this technology. Working with this technology, sometimes it can go in, it can go out. It's just exciting about working with. But hey, this is part of our life. This is what we turn to. Like I said, he's across the country. I said
I'm
Coach
so
Williams
sorry. I'm back.
in another. No, that's no problem, man. I understand this technology. Like I said, but I
Yeah.
like it, but I hate it sometimes. But
Right.
now
Right.
you were stating in reference to your marketing, your brand, with what you're doing and what you learned from Jackson State.
Yes, yes. And we had a opportunity. If some of them follow me on social media, they know that I got a chance to get with Tiffany Hayes. Tiffany Hayes plays in the WNBA here in Atlanta for the Atlanta Dreams. Of course, we moved here
Yeah.
to Atlanta about 4 years ago. So we got a chance to sit down and her camp and her group to figure out how can we market her brand along with what we do with the girls basketball. I've been doing this for 10 years to take our program to the next level. And with her coming aboard, it's propelled us, to one of the elite teams in the country. And wearing that hat, not only do we have Mississippi top prospects, I have Georgia top prospects, and we have Tennessee top prospects. So we're in 3 different states right now in a short period of time. So it just had a brand and coming up with a new logo, coming up with new colors, coming up with a new mindset. Man, it's been challenging, but it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, getting these kids scholarships, getting these kids to the
Well,
next level. I tell my kids all the time, you may play D1, D2, D3, JUCO, but the objective of the game is to play D3. That's what we're trying to get you to play D3. Plain and simple.
hey, you're right. I love that. I like that. Do you mind if I borrow that now? I
No,
don't
no, no,
like you
use it,
stated.
man.
But like you said, you're always taking everybody else means, so I'm gonna borrow them. But
Yeah.
now, in reference to women's sport,
Uh-huh.
now I'm here right now. I'm not sure if you heard. I'm here at the Mississippi Lady Lakers trial, or here
Okay.
at Hillcrest Christian Academy, and I know some people don't like women's sports because hey, it's women. Women don't should
Mm-hmm.
not be made to play sports. They should do this and that. Now, but you're coaching a women's team. You're coaching
Mm-hmm.
young ladies to be
Mm-hmm.
better to as they reach that level of professionalism. What is something that we're missing in women's sports that can help propel it or put it on the same level as well as with men's sport?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go a different route, man. I think the first thing we need to change is our mindset. Me as a man, it's some things I can never do as a woman. I can never play in the WNBA. I can sometimes never mentor, the women, these young ladies like women do because they experience some of the same things. So me being a coach and me being around, girls and women all the time and having female coaches, I had to learn from them. And I think that we as guys, we kind of put these women in a box to say what they can and can't do. So the first thing we do, we need to get out our own way as guys
Yeah.
in this sport. And me, I have 2 daughters. I have 2 girls. So, I'm learning how to communicate with them. They change like the wind, man. So I'm learning, and it's a constant tug of war with myself because I know what I want to do. But now I gotta start asking questions: when, what, how, where, because that's what women want. They want to get into depth of what it is. And same with women's sports. It's levels to it. Guys are normally we're mental and we're gonna go out there physically. Women do. It's a lot that goes along with it. They're some of their mothers. You at the trials now. Some of the women on the court are mothers, so they wear another hat that they got to be providers. Now they're trying to play a sport that they really love and want to take to the next level. And I know that some of the people that's over the Lakers and Lisa Thompson, really, really, really great young lady that's going to help change the landscape of women's basketball there. And I'm happy to have her part of my team also. She's part of my Mississippi top prospect
Yeah.
basketball team. So I mean, she's a really, really, really great young lady. So I wish well for that league to do well, and I really think they are.
Yeah, and references again. Just I know we talked about men and women's sport. Like I said I played sport, played basketball, football, ran
Mm-hmm.
track, baseball, did all of it, did a lot of sports.
Right.
But your passion goes out to women's sport because of, like I said, they are nurturers of this world. They provided life to a lot of us hard-headed young men, as you can say, and
True.
sometimes they get the backburn of it. And
Hmm.
but what turned you more to working with young ladies instead of saying, "Hey, I'm a male. I want to work with young men." And which now
Right.
I'm not saying I know you're still working with young men at certain things, but
Right. Right.
what pushed you more to working with young ladies in basketball instead of young men?
Well, you know what, man? My daughter played high school ball at Provine High School. So her ninth grade year, she came to me and said, "Dad, I'm a really great player. Nobody really knows who I am outside of junior college. There's nothing wrong with junior colleges. I coach junior college. I coach at Hines Community College with Tamika Reed, who's now the head coach at Jackson State. She
Well,
brought me in when we transitioned to.
hold on, Ron. Let me
Uh huh.
interrupt you right quick. You got to put
Okay.
champion. You got to put champion in front of her name now.
That is true. That is true. That's champion. Coach Tamika Reed. She's two-time champ. And if COVID didn't happen, she definitely would have got the championship there. But now she's undefeated. Right now,
Yeah,
and the SWAC, and the only coach that's undefeated in that conference play
worldwide.
worldwide, and that's big time. I love Coach Reed. That's my dog. She brought me into Hines, and I came to learn from her. I got better
Yeah,
as a coach from Tamika Reed. So you see, I'm around a bunch of women that knows what they're doing. My wife,
yeah.
Coach Tamika Reed, they taught me the game. I was a great coach already. I thought I was a pretty good coach, but they still taught me the game. So, but go back to where I got into women's basketball. My daughter wanted to play ball on the next level,
Uh-huh.
and she didn't have an outlet in Mississippi that we felt that could get her in front of college coaches that could, have a respectable brand. And that's why I got into it. And now she left there and she went to Cal State, played out in California. So that's a blessing in itself to come out of Mississippi, to play California, got her degree, and then she went overseas and played in Spain. So
But
that was my start to doing it.
but your most important thing is that she got her degree. That's very important. I know. And like I
Correct.
said, she went D free.
She went D free. Dad kept his money in his pocket, so you couldn't. I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate than going and buy me something that I had to pay for college. So I would have made sure I bought me something really good. I saved
Yeah,
money in my pocket.
yeah. That stuff. But in reference to, I know, like I said, your daughter. Like I said, I've seen her play when she was at Provine, as well as
Hmm.
seen a couple highlights when she played in college. And I see that you're teaching her about the business aspect of life, things outside of sports.
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
how's that going on with her? Thinking outside of sports. What no
Well,
sports open the door for her.
yeah, it is. It is. But the thing about it, man, I try to always be truthful with everything I say and do. With young people, it's a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? It's a learning curve on, especially this generation, right? This generation X is, they know everything. No, to be honest, they know it more than we do. So that's why I say I'm learning as a dad too. It's a tug of war trying to now get into their world and figure out their thinking compared to what it is that we think. And we was more, a little bit more, working the forms, and I'm using that as a metaphor. But we're using our hands. We're working. They're more, mental. So it's a lot of things they know and don't know. But it's just trying to teach her, man, how to uh, uh, come into this world and take this world by its reins and get that. So it's an uphill battle. It's no lie. It's an uphill battle, especially when you're dealing with your own daughter. I was so happy when my daughter graduated. I was so happy when she graduated from playing ball with me. Because she's a coach's dad. I'm a coach's daughter. So she got it on the court and she got it off the court. And so she loved it. It was a love and hate relationship. But at the end of the day, she got to where she needs to be at.
Yeah, again, we're talking with Coach Robert Williams, top prospect basketball, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia. I know I kind of stoned him for a few minutes. I know that you posted that you have a workout going on today. Is that the one in Mississippi or the one in Georgia?
No, it's the one in Georgia. We have trials for our 3rd through 8th grade today. Next week, on the 5th, we have our 9th through 11th grade here in Georgia. In Mississippi, now pay attention, that's what we hear. In Mississippi, we had our young girls trial, but we are taking more kids. We had a phenomenal turnout there. We had about 40, 50 kids to come out for our middle school and elementary. And then we have our high school tryouts March the 6th in Pelahatchie. So definitely come out to that. We have sent about Mississippi. Let's see something about Mississippi real quick. It's hard to get kids or girls in the state of Mississippi to be on ESPN Top 100. Through our program, we have been fortunate to have 6 ESPN Top 100 kids through our program. That's something
Wow.
that a lot of people don't
Yeah.
know. And that's kids not only Mississippi. This kids across the country, and they ranked the lowest ranking that we had was number 36 in the country. We actually went up to number 8 in the country with our girls ranking, and that was with Daphne White that played at the coast that went to Mississippi State, is now at Jackson State. Now she transferred to Jackson State. She was one-time number 8 in the country. So we've had a lot of kids that come through our program that has been really, 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 really good, and it's been a blessing, man. This is nothing that I could have dreamed about doing. And then last, we have trials in Tennessee. Tennessee top prospects is going to be March the 12th. March the 12th at Arlington High School.
All right, with all that, how important is it for young ladies to have a foundation, especially dealing with basketball, to brand themselves because of they face a whole lot growing up right now. The one thing they can say, well, you're a female, you can't play basketball, you don't need to go try out for this team. No, the girls are too good for you. What other words that you provided them to continue to encourage them to be their best? Because again, some of them face it a lot dealing with situations at home. Because we know we got to deal with the home environment, and then I want to come play basketball. Then I'm working with some players or working with some coaches that they'll belittle me. How you working with them mentally?
Well, that's a good question, man. That's a great question. And I find myself and the rest of our coaches, we're mentors a lot to these kids. It's more than just basketball. It's more than the X's and O's with us. We are all fathers and mothers that's coaching on my program. So we get a chance to take our knowledge that we have at home, and some come from a bad environment, some come from a great environment, but they're learning how to communicate with these kids, man, because these kids go through a lot. You saw, and I hate to bring it up, but I don't know the young lady personally, but the kid at Merle High School that felt she had no outlet, to communicate with somebody. And that's why we do what we do, man. We try to make sure that we give an outlet to these kids, that they have a chance and life. So it's important to us, man. This is more than basketball. I promise it is. This is more than basketball to us. This is something that we don't take for granted, because these kids' minds are impressionable, and we understand that. So we try our best to make them productive citizens, not just productive basketball players. I want to make sure that once that ball stops dribbling, that they understand they can get an education. They know how to pay their bills. They know how to manage a family. These are things that we try to provide, these life lessons that is beyond basketball. And I hope that I'm so excited that these parents got a chance to trust us and they believe in what we do, because now you're taking young girls and trusting them, your babies, with somebody that you may or may not know. So we got to give a shout out to these parents too, to at least allow us. Some may or may not know how to raise their kids. Some may have kids at a young age. Some may not have the finances to support their kids' dream. So a lot of these kids come in, they come and play with problems. They may not have it financially. They might not have it mentally. But we try to give, our all. And every single year, I pay out my pocket. It's not a money maker for us. I don't lose money. I invest money into our community every single year.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Now, if one of our listeners or followers know that, so take a look at this video. How can they financially support, as well as how can they support you and what you need and making an impact in these young ladies' lives? Because like I said, you need money for travel, you need money for uniform. And like I said, some of these young ladies financially or economically, they can't do it, but basketball is their outlet. Basketball is something that helps keep them focused. How can somebody know if they want to financially support you, or somehow we may have a business that want to come support? Hey, you need Gatorade, you need Powerade, you need sports nutrition, you need something to help these young ladies. How can they help you out?
Well, my wife and I started a nonprofit, started our 501c. It's called Dollface Academy. Of course, coming off the heels of Dollhouse. But Dollface Academy is our nonprofit side. We are 501c. We do take donations, and it 100% goes to the development of these young ladies to get them to the next level. So I can provide the information for you. I'd love for you to post the information, but we do have Dollface Academy. We are taking donations. We're fundraising all the time to try to get these kids to the next level. Love goes a long way, but love don't pay the bills sometimes. I learned that a long time, not only in business, but in marriage too. So I learned, in relationships. But you got to have money to succeed in this world. And people that making these donations, they actually are transforming these young ladies' lives. They really are. It's nothing that we take for granted, even if it's $1, even if it's 50 cents, that money goes towards just helping these young ladies get to the next level. So Dollface Academy is our nonprofit organization, and I definitely provide the information for you so you can post it, and we can get any type of donations to help. We will tremendously enjoy and be appreciative of that.
All right, well, Coach, now let's take a step back away from basketball. Let's talk
Okay.
about life.
Hmm.
Now we know our bodies
Hmm.
they don't last long, as they say.
Correct.
Are you teaching your players or the young ladies that you're working with things outside of basketball? Because everybody, like I said, you probably can be the best player in high school, but some college coaches or some institution don't want to offer you that scholarship. What is something that you all have provided them outside of basketball? How to work in life in general?
Hey, man, you hitting all the nails on the head, man, on what my program and our program does. You know, we partner and we have an organization that actually helps get jobs. We help with scholarships. Through our program, we help with transitional skills. So transition from high school to college. A lot of people don't understand that's a big jump for some kids.
Yes.
It's a huge jump. Trying to transition your mind and your finances. So we do offer that. We also have work study. So some of my kids can actually enter the workforce, and through our program, we pay them to go and work. So that's a lot of that a lot of programs, basketball programs are offering. And like you say, it's teaching them how to these trades to get to the next level. And if you, I'm sure you know Yusuf down at Pinewood.
Yes. Yes.
We're working with Yusuf to bring a dance program down there. But I didn't know anything about Pinewood because I was taught different. I was taught that Pinewood was somewhere you go for bad kids. That's all I was taught.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was told as a kid, if you don't do your schoolwork, I'm gonna send you to Pinewood. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew. But when I got the chance to go down there, I saw all the trades that they taught to be electrician. You know, they have a radio station on campus. They teach, drones. They have a farm, they're on campus. They do agriculture. So, we're partnering with that with USEP also to start teaching traits, how to make money. Now, I love. That's I got season tickets to the football games. We make donations, but I never learned how to do business at these institutions. I didn't learn it at Callaway. I learned how to be a businessman through trial and error. So we're now providing a way to teach these kids how to do business. So we have entrepreneurships also in our program too. And I ask people too, tell people, and I say, well, how can you tell me how to make $1 million? Never made it before. Okay, so we have people that been in that situation that knows how to make money, know how to start a business. My wife and I, when we started Dollhouse Dance Factory, a lot of people don't know the story. Yeah, my wife is out front and she's great at what she does. But when I found Dollhouse Dance Factory, I didn't want to go back to working a 9 to 5. So what I did was I found a building. I told my wife, I said, give me 5 years of your legs, I'm gonna make you rich. She was like, what do you mean about that? I said, you're gonna have to teach all the classes because we can't hire anybody. We can't pay anybody to come and refurbish the building. So my wife and I actually came and put the floors down ourselves. We put the border down around the wall there in Jackson, Ellis Avenue. My brother did the pick and peel and stick in the bathroom. He put the floors down in there. And I told my landlord, I said, hey, we have $1,500. He said, great, the rent is $1,500. But it's a deposit and it's $1,500 a month. I said, well, sir, I have $1,500. I can't pay you the deposit, and I can't pay you for 4 months. Okay, he's like, huh? So, but man, it was a trial and error. So, what better way to learn how to go into business, how to make ends meet than some person who has been there? I've been homeless before. I've been evicted from my place. I had cars repossessed. I've been at the bottom. So, but we built our way back to where we are right now, man. And it's been a blessing by God, even to give us something that we haven't even thought to be on. I never thought we would be on television. I never thought we'd have 3 studios. I never thought we'd be able to travel. I just got back from Dubai. That's what I dreamed about, man. I never thought I'd go overseas, coming from Mississippi. And, the furthest I went as a kid was to Memphis. That's the furthest I went, out of town. We didn't have the money. And then we did that for one night and came right back. So this has been a blessing for me, man. I want to share this with kids. I want to share this opportunity that experience that I had. I want to share it.
Now I'm glad you said that. No, not again. I was born and raised here in Jackson. I'm a product of Jackson Public School, as well as a product of the greatest university in the South. I
Right.
said, and working with some of the inner city kids, the farther that they probably been out their neighborhood is going to uh, uh, neighboring neighborhood.
Right.
Like
Man, I
some
thought Pearl
some
was long, man. I thought Pearl was far from me back in the day. But go ahead.
and see, and that's how far some of the kids go. And being a coach, I was a coach at I coached at Lanier, and then I coached at
Mhm.
Forest Hill also.
Okay.
And
Okay.
some of the kids, when we travel out to being, I think we were 5A school at the time at Lanier, and you have to go play those country schools in the
Mhm.
middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
And some of the kids, they've never been outside of that population. I mean,
Right.
outside that environment, and they felt uncomfortable. You can look at it and see how some of them felt uncomfortable. You going into a certain part of some certain neighborhood where, like I said, not being racist, thing, it's a bunch of whites, and all they
Right.
see is that you just sitting there looking around. You're this black kid coming up here to play football and gets out of school. So what are you doing? And you can see that they felt uncomfortable, and
Mhm.
so. And I like what you're doing. Is sometimes you can be able to take those inner city kids, take them outside the place that they never seen. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I would never have had the opportunity to go to visit Soldier Field. I would never
Mhm.
had the opportunity to go visit Texas Stadium, even though I'm not a Cowboys
Mhm.
fan. I would never had the
Oh
opportunity to go
man,
visit.
you see my background?
I see that. I
Okay,
see
I'm making sure.
that. And I never would had the opportunity to go to stand on the sideline of the Superdome. Some of these
Mhm.
stadiums, the Georgia Dome, I would never had the opportunity to just stand in the inner city kid. But Jackson State, they provided the
Yes.
opportunity
Yes.
for me to
That's
have
how
an
I got to
opportunity to
Atlanta.
go. Yeah, and see, and that's it. They took the working jazz. They took me to Atlanta. They took me to New Orleans. They took me to Texas. And I said, being at Jackson State, they provided me an opportunity to work with the Dallas Cowboys. I said, again, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Had the opportunity to work with the Dallas Cowboys. They provided me with the
Mhm.
opportunity to work with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they introduced me to the NFL. And
Wow,
so,
that's what's up.
and I look at that and say, when me going there again, I'm basically the interns I did. I was the only black kid. So
Mhm.
at first I was a little bit out of place. I said, man, now forget this. I'm here for a reason, and I got to show
Right.
who I am. And so, and I like to know that you're saying that you're taking these kids with your basketball team and taking them outside of the community because I said you holding a workout here in Mississippi in Pelahatchie. And
Yes.
for those that don't know what Pelahatchie is, it's a town. It's a
Mhm.
small town in Rankin County, and you bypass it on 20 going
20.
east.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so if you're not familiar with, you're gonna go right past it.
Man, I didn't know what Peleachi was until I started the basketball team. I was like, well, I'm going to where? Pele where? I probably still can't spell Peleachi. But I'm saying man, I didn't know what Peleachi was, man. So, but like I said, I was so limited on, where I went where my income could go. And now with this basketball team that we started, I'm hoping to expand their minds, man. So now they can travel outside of where their finances can go mentally. Then they can get there physically. Once they get there mentally, they can get there physically. And like you, Jackson State provided it. When I played in the band at Jackson State, they provided that for me. I never saw saw Texas before. I never got a chance to go to Louisiana before and go to Florida and come to Atlanta. And I saw when I got to Atlanta, man, I'm getting excited about it because even though I was 19 at the time and I'm 45 now, it still excites me. I saw black people. I saw people that look like me that was had nice clothes, had nice cars. I said, I don't know what they're doing, but I got to go and get it. That night ignited something to me, man. It said I can go get it. My mom said to me one time before, and she said that you afraid of hard work. You want to go and dig a ditch. I said, Mom, I will dig a ditch, but I'm gonna be the person on top of the ditch telling everybody what to do. Okay, I'm gonna learn what I got to go and do, but my ambitions are so much bigger, Mom, that I can't be put in a box. And I want these kids to be the same way, man. That you can't put them in a box and learn that the world is your oyster, man. You just got to go out there and get it. Once you can see it, and I know we don't sing a song no more, but R. Kelly. But once you see it, you can believe it. You believe you can fly.
Man, y'all leave R alone now. Now, I'm glad I said. Now let's
Yeah.
kind of twist a little bit. Now,
Okay. I think this technology acting up on it again, man.
So you
Okay, there
said
we
that
go.
you're gonna be the one standing. Yeah, you said you're gonna be the one standing top of digging this. Now let's look at the incarcerated. Now I know if you're charged with a felony, I work in law enforcement and corrections.
Correct. Okay.
I'm a recruiter for the Hinds County Sheriff's Office, so I deal with a lot of backgrounds and employment and research and deal with the legal system of a lot of things. So individuals, once they've been incarcerated, they feel that they can't do nothing. They feel trapped. And I like what you
Correct.
said. No, you said your mother said that you can't dig a ditch, and you said yes, I can, but I'm gonna be the one on top up there telling them to dig a ditch. What is something? No, are you guys doing something? I know with yourself. Are you doing anything with the individuals that transition from being incarcerated back into society, or did I just throw something else on your plate?
No, you do something else on my plate, but you know, I'm you see this right here, man. I can take it a lot, so well, I can eat. So it's room in there, man. But you know, but that right there, man. What you're doing right there, that's a gift and something needed in itself, man. You know, to be able to understand where they're coming from. You know, some people feel that they had to do what they had to do to survive, and so I never try to judge a man or a woman because I haven't been in their shoes to say, you know, why did you make this decision? Now, it may have been a bad decision, but how do we get you right to the next level? And I say this, and people take it a different way, man. But I believe this. I never sold drugs, but drug dealers are some of the hardest workers in the world, right? You up in the morning time, up in the evening time. Why not change that mentality that you have and do it the right way? They are hustlers, and people use hustling, the word hustle, as a bad word. It is not a bad word. That word hustle, man, is a word that I live by, but I do it on the right side of the track. So if we can change their mind and get them to say, hey, you the same mentality. You're gonna be up early in the morning, you're gonna be late at night. You can start a business. Now, you can have a felony and start your own business. Or whatever. You can, I teach people how to get their LLC. I teach them how to get their business license. I teach them how to set their business. I teach them how to do all that. So why not get a car wash or whatever? And use that same hustle mentality that you have. Why not go and sell hair? Some of the women, whatever. Use that same hustle mentality that you have to go out there and actually and be progressive in the world. But man, you gotta show them that. Some of you don't. I'm incarcerated. I have a felony. I can't do anything. So that's what we try to transition and figure what they're good at, and then see what we can do to help them get to the next level. So that's what I would do with people that have been incarcerated and people to get to the next level.
Yeah, man, I'm glad. Like I said, you're using the knowledge that you know to share it. You know that there's some individuals that are successful, but they don't want to share the success stories, so how to help you get there. As like it's a cliche, like I said, you have bosses that are pushing people down from the top, but you have leaders that are helping individuals up to get to the top, to be on the same level with you. But man, Rob, I really appreciate your time, man, and I wish you much success and all the prospects team that you have. I know because you're sending these young ladies to different universities and colleges to continue their education, to do something that they really enjoy. And again, I like what you and your wife are doing with these young ladies. No, teaching them to be young ladies, not to be those individuals that are soliciting their bodies just for the profit of sex or whatever materialistic things. Though, again, man, I applaud you guys for what you're doing, man. Much success to you guys. No, you guys are part of that struggle at I Love over there on 1400 Lynch Street. So you know, like I said, you know the grind and stuff, and how to use what you've learned from the grind, because you had to fight for everything that you had there. It wasn't given to you. The success that you guys have, man. I know that you guys been through a whole lot to get to where you are, man. Again, like I said, that's your baby. That's your baby. Y'all gave birth to it, so you got to take care of your baby. You got to take care of your children now.
You got to feed the chickens, as what they say. You got to feed the chickens. So we got to take care of our chickens. And we got to make sure that we do it. But I definitely appreciate you sending this opportunity with me and sitting down with you, bro. I really, really appreciate it. And best of luck to you in your endeavors. And we definitely chop it up when I get in town.
Okay. Well, Rob, I do this to all my coaches now. So I got I left my CDL license in my vehicle right now. I got my CDL license, so now I'm finna throw you up under the bus.
Okay, here we go.
Now, I know that you probably seen some things that I've been doing in reference to sport. I'm hosting this benefit basketball game. It's for domestic violence as well as cancer.
Okay.
and it's called Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game that I'm putting together. I definitely would like to invite you out to come out and to participate in this benefit basketball game. Again, I'm inviting all coaches
Okay.
out to come and participate. Again, it's a fundraiser now. I'm not telling you to come out here and score 30 points and
Oh
dunk on
man,
somebody. No.
oh man, I can go get on this treadmill right now, man. I can't go out there look bad. I'm a competitor. I
That,
can't. I gotta compete. So
no, it's just for entertainment now. I'm definitely
yeah.
it's taking place June the 25th here at Hillcrest Christian Academy.
Okay.
So this summer, so to give you time to work out, go ahead and get the muscle loose and stuff. I know you be posting stuff about you being in the gym and stuff. So I know you're getting in shape. So yeah, I got to do the same thing too. Now I can't invite you out, and I don't participate myself. So I'm definitely going to
Right.
invite you out to come out and be a part of the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game that's going to take place June the 25th here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Well, sounds great, man. Count me in.
All right, well, I'm definitely going to invite you out, man. But Coach, I really appreciate your time. I know that you got to do some stuff that you got to get taken care of right now. You got to go ahead and get your team and stuff together, man. I appreciate the time, man. And again, I wish you guys much success in anything that we can do here with More on the Road or anything that we do with More Sports Management. You definitely just reach out and let us know.
All right, more. I appreciate it. You have a great one, man.
All right, you do the same. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Again, that was Robert Williams. He is the founder of a lot of top prospect teams in Georgia, Mississippi, as well as in Tennessee. Definitely follow them, see what they're doing, man. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More Sports Management. We're here at Hillcrest Christian Academy for the Mississippi Lady Lakers workout. As you can see, some things on the court, some ladies playing basketball. They're getting a lot going on. Again, we're here at Hillcrest for the Mississippi Lady Lakers. Workout to go ahead and put their season on. They're going to be part of the WBDA, Women's Basketball Development Association. So definitely looking forward to that season. But again, now we go to some more new to the state of Mississippi. Just what we were just talking about earlier. Bring on General Manager for the Magnolia State Spartans, Mr. Charles Roberts. How you doing, Mr. Roberts?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem, man. Welcome to More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More Sports Management. I really appreciate you joining me this Saturday morning. I know that you guys have a lot going on. Hey, you're starting up a new team here in the state of Mississippi, arena football team. Definitely share with the followers and listen to what you guys looking to do.
Yeah, we're looking to bring, fun, exciting, friendly, entertainment to the city. The league association is a very big deal. Yeah, last year that's doing the first year. The thing about the Carrier Cup, it's going to be played on the LSS, the Carrier Field. So the playing on the Carrier Field. So
okay. And where will you guys be playing your home games?
It'll be Philadelphia, Mississippi at the Neshoba Coliseum.
Philadelphia, the home of the great Marcus Dupree. How many times you passed that sign going into Philadelphia?
I'm going to Philadelphia as well, so.
Okay, all right, well, cool. Well, hey, you know about this sign then.
Oh, yeah. Mark Dupree actually came to our first try. I want to shout out there. He's been helping us a lot. Came to our first try and show some love. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, I know Marcus. Me and Marcus did some stuff together. I know he's been on my other talk show, ESPN Talking Sports Live, which you've also been a guest on also. So, yeah, I know Marcus. And what actually some of the things I know he's trying to bring to the state of Mississippi. I know this kind of taking a detour real quick. I know he's bringing, since we're bringing cannabis and TAC, dealing with medical marijuana. I know he's looking to bring that to the state of Mississippi. I've tried some of his cream, and I can say, yes, it does work. And I'm trying to tell him, give me some more, but I know it's kind of a little difficult for him trying to bring it from state to state because we're still going through that legal battle. Well, not legal battle, still going with legalizing here in the state of Mississippi. So I know, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, again, man, I tried some of the cream from a gentleman that he does some work with here in the state, and it works. And I ran out, and so I'm asking him to bring me some more. So, yeah, I know he's doing a lot. But this is not for Marcus. Marcus, if you listen, we'll talk again later. I talked with him and another guy, Shamik King, a few weeks ago on my show. But I know we're gonna talk about some other different things now. So, what are we looking for the Spartans this upcoming year?
So it's gonna be fast paced. It's gonna be fast scoring. For those that don't know, a little difference in the arena game is 50-yard field. The walls. Fans can go and catch a player. Like a player might go up the wall and they catch them. So you might have popcorn to play in your lap. What's better than that?
So that's something like the Lambeau leap or jumping into the black hole.
Oh, for sure. And that's another thing. Players, they celebrate. They entertain the crowd. This is one of the biggest form of sports entertainment because the fans are allowed to get so close. We had a promo video. I seen that as well, where it shows kind of the nuances that's going to be fun for the arena out there.
Yeah, and with that, like I said, the fans being it's more of an interactive game compared to not trying to knock out outdoor football because I love it. I played it, so I am part of outdoor football. I never had the opportunity to play arena, but so arena football is more fan interactive. Whereas, like I said, some of the players can jump in the stand and celebrate with the fan. But I said, don't get too excited about it.
Right. Most definitely. But between timeouts, we're gonna do the kids race, punt pass kids. So it's very timeouts and halftime gonna be all kind of stuff to do, and fans are gonna get a chance to actually be part of the game. We got a lot of exciting game operations. So our season starts April 9th on the road, and our first home game is April 23rd.
Okay, and what league are you guys a part of?
The Arena Football Association.
All right, well, with the I know arena football has been out for quite some time, or you can say indoor football, arena football, however you want to. Certain leagues classify different. Arena football, I think, would have Arena 1 and Arena 2. What's happening with indoor football, arena football? Why sometimes you can say it's losing its panache, or what are you guys are doing different to bring the excitement back of arena football?
I think so. Arena 1, Arena 2 was more, central located. Had only those teams. More teams are like it's all over. Got Georgia and got us in Mississippi, got Louisiana. Like teams are forming all over the place. And what we're gonna do a little different, like you said, make sure the fans are entertained. So when you pay your money for that ticket, it's not just gonna be, I went to football games. That's what we're trying to provide an experience. We want to be something with fans and their kids, and so the loved ones come. I gotta go back. I didn't expect it to be that fun. Before you know it, you don't have so much fun. You don't got season tickets. Provide the family-friendly entertainment.
Okay, and the reference to season tickets, have you guys started selling season tickets yet, or individual game tickets?
So that comes out this week, actually. So our merchandise comes out this week. Our season pack come out this week. Our schedule are online. Our Facebook. You can go to our website. We have a tryout next year. So go on.
Yes, I saw that you guys haven't tried. So, well, if I come out, I'm gonna try to. I still, how can I say? I still got some equipment that I can come out there and try. So, is there an age limit that you guys are looking at? Though, you looking for a seasoned guy, or you looking for individuals like, well, nah, you're a little bit too old. No, we don't need you. But thank you for coming out. Though, are you guys looking for the next best player?
So we're just looking for the next best player, regardless of age. We want them to be done on the minimum end, be done with their college career, because this is professional. So once you start out with us and get paid, you cannot go back for a college ball. So we only ask that you be done with your college ball. But other than that, come out. You might be 50, 60, whatever, but if you still can kick or throw, man, we'll take a look at you and see if you beat the other ones we have.
All right, so I'm gonna bring what's he said, March the 5th, and it's gonna be at where's it gonna be located?
It's gonna be on the Sports Zone in Madison, Mississippi.
Okay, the Sports Zone. That's off God, what's that? That's that back road.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna definitely check my schedule, make sure I can come out there. I'm gonna make sure I can go stretch. I still work out a little, and I'm gonna come out there and play some football. So.
Or if nothing, hey, come bring your show on the road to
us. Well, that's the thing I like about my show. I say again, it is more on the road with Bernard Moore III, where I can have the ability and the capability to travel around. Now, see, if I bring my show out there, you trying to tell me not to work out. So that's what you're trying to put. So you want me to come out there for my show, but you want me to come out there and work out and show those young guys that, hey, it's not about age, it's about the mental aspect and ability to still play.
Hey, we gonna get you out the multitask. You gonna run your 40 after 40. You doing
Nah,
interview.
nah. See, I'm be straight up front with you. My 40 is not the best. Now you see, I'm being interrupted by this young lady right now. Again, I'm here up at Hillcrest Christian Academy for the Mississippi Lady Lakers workout. As you can look and see, with the Mississippi Lady Lakers up at Hillcrest Christian Academy. I'm being jumped on by some individuals that come up here jumping on me at this workout. So, I'm gonna say this much now. I don't like the 40. I don't run 40 because football is not a 40-yard dash. So now, if we're playing, it's a little bit different now. So I don't want to say my 40 may be terrible now. I'm gonna let you know that now. But when I'm on that field now, it's a little different now. So
That's
I'm gonna let you know that now. So my 40 is not the best now. But once I'm on the field, it's totally different. I used like, man, this joker run that 40. Like, man, who in the world is that? Now, it's something different because I got the mindset that football is not a 40-yard game. I don't run straight when you're playing football.
Hey, that's even better. You can do the interview while the 40 is going on. You be right ready for the interview workout.
See, there you go. See, you don't want me to come out there and work out and show those guys, hey, now it's not about again age. It's all about wisdom and knowledge about playing the game. I see what you're doing, Mr. Rob. You're trying to turn me away from working out and says to come out there and bring my, but have me got to run my mouth with the guy. But now it's understandable, man. I definitely look forward. I definitely can check my schedule and see if I can be out there. I'll definitely be in touch with you. If I'm able to come out there, I'll definitely let you know.
Okay. That sounds good, yes, sir.
All right,
But
but what? Well, let me ask you though. What do you have any local talent with the Mississippi Squad? Have you guys completed your roster, or are you still looking for a few more pieces?
so we have signed some players, and doing a training camp, we're gonna get some more pieces. This trial is our last chance trial, so this is the last. And whoever comes out made the team with this one, they're gonna go into like a 40-man pool, 45-man pool. That's gonna get down to 30 in a 3-week span, and that's gonna be our final roster. Some local players we have Marcel Newsom. He played at Mississippi College. He was pro. He's probably Mississippi Player of the Year. He went to training camp with the Steelers. So we're very excited. Marcel. We also have Mr. Tyron Lemon, who's Jackson area. He played with the Dynasty. He's a defensive back. He's gonna be a fun player to watch because he prides himself. So he's gonna get a big kick out of this interview, but he's gonna be pretty good. We got a couple more players too that we hope to get from this trial to showcase our state.
Okay, well, I know I'm looking at the site. More information, go to website ms-spartans.com to learn more information about the Mississippi. The Magnolia State Spartans. I don't know why I'm giving you the Mississippi brand, but the Magnolia State Spartans. Take a look at their website ms-spartans.com. So, who's on your coaching staff? Share information in reference to your coaching staff. Or what type of coaching strategy they're looking at? Are they looking to bring some excitement and win some games, or they're just trying to win some games?
We trying to win some games, excitement, and bring a championship. All the above. So we look at it like this in the arena. If you score points, you're gonna win. So our head coach is Dexter Allen. He's coached down there at Mississippi College and other places. Associate head coach who played also in Madison. He has been around the arena game as a player for like years, first head coach. But he's got a lot of arena knowledge, so we're looking forward to it.
All right. And so, what other source of entertainment that you guys are going to provide, besides, like I say, the excitement on the field, as well as the punt, pass, and kick involving the youth and also the fans, the players celebrating in the stands with the fans during timeout? What other type of excitement are you guys looking to bring to Philadelphia?
So we have dancers as well. Our dancers will be the Magnolia State Golden Guys. So they're having their virtual trials as well. So they try to be a dancer for us. You can go and check that out. It's virtual right now. And Miss Shaquilla is our dance coordinator for that. We're gonna have youth entertainment as well. Provide stuff for the youth, as punt, 60. May even have a couple youth 7-on-7. Right. Do a lot. out, bro. You never know what they're gonna get. It's gonna be definitely cutting edge and something.
Now, again, we're talking with Charles Roberts. He's the general manager for the Magnolia State Spartans. There will be taking place playing at home games at the Convention Center in Philadelphia, the home of Marcus Dupree. I know I'm giving Marcus all these shout outs and stuff, but I know talking with Marcus is exciting sometimes because you never know what may come next dealing with Marcus. I hope that the IRS is not listening to me right now because he branded my company More and More Sports Management 30 different names. Every time we talk, he gives it a new name. So I hope that the IRS is not listening because they said that I'm probably doing some tax fraud stuff of the many companies that I have, and it's all because of Marcus. But what do you guys as the Spartans? Are you guys doing something locally in the community? And is that Union County? I think is that the county Union?
So Neshoba County.
Neshoba County. Okay, I'm getting. The Union. That's a neighboring county.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, my bad. My apologies. I need to learn on my geography. So, what are you guys doing within the community with the Spartans?
Yeah, so our players are getting ready to report in the next 2 weeks or so, and when they're come, they're gonna hit the ground running on reads to the school. They might have no those events, t-shirt giveaway. Definitely all the community. So we're gonna be Jackson, Pearl, Philadelphia, Burn, Hartville, be everywhere. So here we are.
Okay, but again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Talking with Charles Roberts, general manager of the Magnolia State Spartans. We're here live at Hillcrest Christian Academy, where the Mississippi Lady Lakers are hosting a workout again here in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, with this being a new development, how has the city and the county been supporting you in this new venture?
It's been great. I heard back from a couple people; they're very excited. A lot of people at first were kind of like, "Why Philadelphia? Why not? Why not us?" Is that one of our slogans? So why not? Why can't Mississippi have its family-friendly entertainment? But it's been good. I actually have a meeting with them up out there about to take off.
So I know you said the first game is in April.
Yes, April 9th we start off on 4th, and then it's 23rd.
Okay, how long does the season last?
So it starts April 9th. The championship game is July 23rd.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So are you guys looking to play in that July 23rd championship?
Yes, we got to. It's on a carrier ship. When they told us there, I said, "Man, I got to get on that ship some type of way, and I ain't trying to be there just watching somebody else play."
Wow, that's quite interesting on a carrier ship.
It's Corpus Christi. So the USS Lexington Corpus Christi was on itself for a football game. We were gonna be the champion.
Wow, that is something interesting. So again, I like that. That's different excitement, doing something different, and that's what you want to be like. So you don't want to be part of what's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be a trend follower. You want to be a trend setter. And hey, that is definitely interesting to know something about playing on the cruising ship. Wow. So hopefully the guys don't get a little bit too excited, jump overboard now.
Man, gotta watch out for it. Hey, when we get there, I'm trying to bring the whole state with us. We definitely trying to set it up. We can get some fans to go with us, because that's something you never see before. I've never seen that. I've been around sports a long time, so I know some people in the state want to come see it. Hey, hey, bring you with us too. You might be the person to fill in. Hey, we're gonna take the whole season, get to the championship game, put you in.
Like I said, I'm gonna score one touchdown and I'm gonna walk off. So have a rescue ship on the side so I can go ahead and get back to the lane.
What's the celebration gonna be? That's the question. It's gonna tell that what you gonna do?
My celebration, I'm throwing up the deuces and I'm walking out. Just like say Coach Prime when he ran his 40 when Coach Prime ran his 40, he ran his 40 and he ran straight out the door. That's how I'm gonna be. I'm gonna score a touchdown, run straight out the door. and getting on the ship and throw up the deuces.
Hey, got to watch the water now. You might run it.
No, I said I'm gonna get on the ship. No, I said hopefully I had a rescue ship on the side so I can get on and go ahead and float on off. Again, we're talking with Charles Roberts, General Manager of the Magnolia State Spartans indoor football team here in the state of Mississippi in Philadelphia, the great state of Philadelphia. Now, in Philadelphia, I know they've had decent athletic programs. The Tornadoes. I know that's quite fun. You're in Philadelphia, called the Tornadoes. Like that's kind of different. But hey, I have no control over that. Hey, no kudos to y'all, whatever y'all name your school mascot logo. Have y'all been interacting with Philadelphia, the Tornadoes, as working with and say, hey, we want to influence some of these guys to definitely play well. So this is something that they can definitely look forward to in the future because, like I said, college is not for everyone, but you still want to be a productive citizen in the community. So are you guys building a relationship with them? Say you may have an outstanding athlete that just say, hey, well, college is not for me. I'm ready to get into the workforce. Are you guys building a relationship with the Tornadoes athletic programs?
Yes. So also in the Show Central Rockets. So,
yeah, I forgot about them as well.
We've been talking to their coaches, let them know that they're been on the campus of Mississippi College, talking to some of their players. We're hoping to get out to Jackson State, talk to some of their players. Definitely, we want to be here for those who, like I said, college ain't for everyone. Some might say, hey, I got skills, or some people might go to college and it wasn't what it was academically, but they still got talent and they can get paid for their talent. That's weird.
Yeah, and are you guys with salary wise though? I know being in the profession, I've been in with the agency. Are you guys competitive salary? No, definitely benefits. Like I said, with salary, with the benefits, say, hey, well, we can pay you X amount of dollars. No, I know there are other different stipulations dealing with contracts in reference to paying players. Is there a ceiling that you can pay the players along with the incentives, and what's the minimum that you guys can pay?
So an arena game is not to really it's to get your craft and move on to the next level. Arena game pays about like $175 a game, and it goes up the more year player goes up, third year, it goes up. Kind of like the NFL. The more you stay in the league, the more you get paid.
Okay. And so I know you stated that you had some guys that were on NFL rosters, practice rosters, and you have some guys that are playing with you guys. Are you using them? I know I've talked with GMs and scouts and stuff. When I talk about some of the players that are representing, the main thing said, what are they doing now? So are the guys coming to you guys, saying, hey, this is still another trial workout. I still need to stay active, and hopefully that I get an opportunity to move up. Or as the guy said, hey, I just got number love for the game. I just want to play, and hey, I'm from this year. I just want to continue to play ball.
Yeah, we get both, a little bit of both. We have players who contact us, want a shot. They haven't played maybe 3 or 4 years, but they've been coaching. They want to get back out there, get the competitive nature. And you got some guys who want to just come, watch, develop the players in our state. Well, with us being a first-year program, we kind of got a blueprint that we can make our own. So we can take right now and players who might want to be coaches. We're doing a little bit of both. Trying to get an opportunity to. We're also doing an internship program as well. It's called Elite 10, where all the respective interns apply, and only 10 will be selected, but they'll be doing full-time things. It won't just be like hey, I'm doing it for credit. You'll actually be asked to do a game day operation. You'll asked to do football operation. So it's kind of throwing you in the fire, but how better to learn than to just be doing it. So you'll get trained, of course. So we're doing a lot of great things to make sure the community football don't have.
Yeah, and I like the concept because, like we just stated there, college is not for everybody, and then the game of football, sports is not for everyone because you get to a point now. Like I said, I'm just actually I can still play, so don't think that hey, well, no, you're getting older. I still got the mentality. I get up in line. I play DB and receiver, so I can still get out there and jam a joker and get in front of them because I have children and I still work out with a few guys that are young men that I know, give them football tactics. So sometimes they want to see you in action instead of you got to be the one talking and pointing. So sometimes I have to get out there and show them, hey, I still got it. So don't think that I can't do it. But I know, like I said, you know your body, you know your limitations, and are you working with individuals that, hey, I want to learn how to potentially be an owner or a general manager of a team, or I would like to learn to be a coach of a team. So how can I do this? No, are you guys provide mentorship? No, as I'm saying, coming from leadership administration side, instead of saying, well, no, you can't do that. No, you're too young. No, I'll turn your way, or I don't want to teach you. But hey, you can do it, but I don't want to teach you and show you the way.
So most definitely, I'm always open. This organization open. Teach. It's a saying, one teach one that I definitely live by.
Yeah,
So, anybody who wants information on how to be an owner or general manager, I'm willing to shadow. They can shadow me, go a whole season with me and learn. If somebody wants to learn how to be a coach, we got that program as well. So we are also giving back to the community. Because with me being native, I know the struggles it is to get in professional football in Mississippi. What the Mississippi Lady Lakers are doing is amazing too, giving women the opportunity to get in professional sports. So the state is definitely taking a turn for the best, and I'm all for the change. Like I said, anybody, I'll drop my email to you. You can post it, and they can send me an email, and we'll set it up. While they can shadow me for a season, see how to get it done.
again, if you want to learn more information about the Magnolia State Spartans, you can check the website out, ms-spartans, spartans.com. I know you can look them up on social media, Facebook, the Magnolia State Spartans football. Type them in. Actually, I'm looking at their Facebook page right now, as well as their website. So definitely learn about, know exactly what's going to take place. We definitely looking forward to some excitement with indoor football. Like I said, I know that's that gap. Everybody loves football. You can go to any type of institution, except for Duke and UConn. I'm just joking about that. But football at any school athletic program that goes from any level, football is, as you can say, is the breadwinner. Football helps build the success of other athletic programs. So with this, you guys are trying to fill that void between high school, college, the regular fall football season to bring in football in the spring.
Most definitely, they're trying to fill that void. And the cool thing, a lot of people don't understand is the arena game is kind of like a mini NFL. We have players we signed who've been 10, 12-year vets. They've been arena vets, but they've still been playing professional ball for 10, 12 years. I know Ricky Taylor, he's the one we just signed. He's been playing 10, 12 years. We got a couple other guys on Ronnie Hardison. He's been playing about 6, 7 years. These are actual vets who've been playing the game, so they're going to know how to do it the right way. So when fans start getting to know these guys and they realize, oh, this is a guy who's been playing professional ball, I didn't even know existed. So it's definitely giving up a whole new avenue to new players, new everything, new entertainment. Like I said, the players fall in your lap. That's something you can't do. So you can't. After the game, we're gonna do autograph every home game. Sign autograph. They're gonna take pictures. They're gonna be there for the fans, more up close and personal.
Well, Mr. Roberts, again, if you learn more information about the Magnolia State Spartans, take a look at their website, ms-spartans.com. Or you can follow them on social media, Facebook, and take a look and see exactly what they're going. So again, man, I'm gonna definitely take a look at my schedule and see if I can definitely make up there to the workout. I'm gonna get that stretch. I'm gonna go cover one of the receivers, or I may have to play quarterback because I'm not a position player. I'm an athlete. As they say, you know how some people that have your name, then they have ATH beside my name. And one of my college teammates, I said I'm an ATH. And he made a statement, so you're an all-time hater. I said, yes, I'm an all-time hater because I'm stopping anybody that's in front of me. So ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing. I don't care if I'm on offense or defense. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing because
I want to see you return the kick. I believe you perfect. I kick return.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get out there. I'm definitely coming. Make sure I have my cleats and stuff, so I'm be ready to roll. What, Mr. Charles Roberts? I really appreciate the time, man. Is there anything that you want to share with the listeners about the Magnolia State Spartans?
We just looking for y'all support. I'm telling you, it's gonna be very fun, very exciting. Our first home game April 23rd. We're gonna have April 9th, April 15th game on the road. We're gonna do cool events as far as pep rallies, like type situation where we're gonna come meet you at certain locations before our away games. Lot of exciting times, and just want y'all support. Follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, website. Got our trial coming this Saturday, the Madison Sports Zone. if you want to still participate, the team that's there. Now trials are now going on. Tickets and merchandise go on sale this week. Go live. So it's moving fast, but it's moving the right way.
All right, I definitely be in touch. I'll definitely get in touch with you soon. And reference if I can definitely make out there and go ahead and return a couple of kicks and shut a few guys down. But Mr. Robinson, I really appreciate your time, man. We must do this again, and we'll definitely be in touch.
You too. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
All right, appreciate it. Right. Again, it was Charles Roberts, General Manager for the Magnolia State Spartans. Again, the show must go on. This is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Having a great show, having a lot of excitement here. Again, we're here live at Hillcrest Christian Academy here for the Mississippi Lakers workout. Professional basketball coming to the Jackson metro area. Now, again, moving along to our next guest. Again, this is stuff really help promote women's sports. It definitely need that attention. And this is a young lady that we had a conversation a few days ago in reference to racing. Now, I know a little something about racing. You just get in the car and you hit gas and go as fast as you can to your next opponent. That's all I know about racing. You got to make sure you keep it on the road correctly, because if you don't, you're going 100 to almost 200 miles per hour. You can possibly hurt yourself. But I have a young lady here that's going to have more explanation explaining how to race, Miss Brittany Portier, Brittany P Racing. How you doing, Miss Brittany?
Hey, how you doing? I think good morning there, good afternoon over here.
Yes, I really appreciate you joining me this Saturday morning. I know that you're preparing for some races. Like I said, all I know about racing is you get in the car, you hit the gas, and you drive real fast as you can next to the other opponent. But there's much more to it, and I definitely want you to explain how it is dealing with the type of race that you race. You are with NHRA and then IHRA. What's the difference in that? And then explain who you are, Miss Portier.
So there's a big difference. Racing is so much more. I know a lot of people have started watching the new grudge matches and things of that nature on TV, and they kind of feel as though, okay, we can just get on the road and just like drag race.
Yes.
When it comes to legalized racing, it's a lot of technicalities. It's a lot of rules and regulations. So the NHRA and the IHRA are two separate entities. So the NHRA is the National Hot Rod Association, and the IHRA is the International Hot Rod Association. Now, the IHRA actually is in several countries, not just here in the United States.
Yeah.
Both have kind of like different rules, but they're kind of the same. It deals with the weight of the car, so you have to make sure that your car is a certain weight in both classes. IHR and NHRA, you have to make sure that your car can be certified. So they look at everything. They look at your safety helmets. They look at your safety bars. They look at some of the technology that you're using to make sure that you are legally racing in the sport. Depending on what class you race in, they will also check and make sure that you have a box, no box. So it's a lot when it comes to racing, and it's a lot when it comes to safety. We have a situation where I've seen now over the years, so many people have died because of street racing, because they scoop up their car and they get in and they're ready to go. But, racing is so serious. That's why it's important to do it on the racing, whether it's an NHRA or an IHRA, but make sure you do it on a licensed track where they are professionals and safety personnel.
Well, I'm a big fan of Fast and Furious. I have every last one of them. That's how I know. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna say who's next, who wants some, and I'm getting. I'm going. I'm not worrying about the weight. I got a couple of cans of nitrogen.
Oh Lord, you ready? So,
exactly. I'm just joking. I just get excited watching Fast and Furious. I say again, I've seen every last one of them. I watch. Right. I still got them, and I sit there and watch them over and over again, like it's my first time ever seeing it. So that's what I know about racing. You just get in the car, you hit the gas, and you go faster than the next person.
It's so much more. And then when you start getting into, because my ultimate dream is to one day, praise God, but one day race Top Fuel. That's my ultimate dream. Those are those cars that go over 300 miles per hour.
Wow.
So these are, it's more of just getting your car going. We have what you call the trans brake button, where it's not like your car and my regular car where we just hit the gas and we take off.
Yeah.
There's actually, you do your burnouts, and then there's a trans brake button that actually launches the car. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really kill yourself. And it's not just about racing, it's also about the science of racing, right? It's about the STEM, and that's one of the programs that I have with youth. I teach them about the STEM of racing, the science, math, technology, the components of oil and gas, and then there's different types of motors that you have. So you have to know the different mechanisms and stuff. So, you really, yes, getting in your car and running is like so fun. But when you're really trying to get into the profession, or you really want to honor the sport, you want to learn all about the sport, the science, the technology, and the aerodynamics of it all. Because we do have jet cars. So that's what goes into the aerodynamics when they start dealing with the jet engine. So, yeah.
Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. We're here live at Hillcrest Christian School with the Mississippi Lady Lakers professional basketball team here in the state of Mississippi, talking with Miss Brittany Portier. Again, Brittany, I just get in my car, hit gas, and try to go faster than the person next to me. Now, with that, you're based out of Florida.
I am based out of South Florida. Yes,
and
Florida.
Florida, I know they have a lot of straight highways. You got a few curves in there. Now, how many speeding tickets do you have?
Right? Listen, don't even go there. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be so honest with you. Knock on wood. I'm only out of the 30 plus years, so they're gonna tell my age. Oh, the 30 plus years of me driving, I've only gotten one ticket, and it was a moving violation, and I beat it. So I've never gotten a speeding ticket because my reaction time is too good to do that. And then I'm always looking for state troopers.
So is it because, like I said, I know we talked on ESPN Talking Sports Live this past Tuesday, and you kind of shared some information with me of you being introduced into racing. I said, not being sexist or anything. No, you're a female. You get into a male dominated sports, and you were introduced to it at a very young age. Like I said, your father was a racer. Then you have cousins and uncles that race also. So you can basically say that you've already made your mark because you really started at a younger age. Basically, now if a police, not saying, like I said, not if a police pull you over and you pull out your ID, say, "Hey, I know about you. You're known in the state of Florida, from racing. So hey, well, slow it down, go about your business."
Well, the funny thing about it is, I just recently became known about race. When it comes to my racing in the state of Florida, I'm more so known for education. I was. In 2019, 2020, I was Broward County Schools, which is one of the largest districts in our country. I was Broward County Schools Non-Instructional Employee of the Year. And then in 2021, I was one of the state of Florida's Florida Department of Education of the Year finalists. So, when I see people, it's more so they know me more from the educational side. And then now it's because I'm more mobile, I'm doing more things, and I'm a part of so many things, which I kind of marry my racing to some of my passions, like autism awareness and literacy awareness, and also equity in our communities when it comes to African American and our brown students. So it's kind of like now people are like, oh my God, okay, now the racing aspect. But I'm more so known for education and also counseling.
Okay, well, Miss Brittany, I'm about to put you on Front Street. What is this?
That's my baby. Well, okay, I can't say that's me and my dad's baby. That's still his baby. That's our car, so I'm gonna say our. It's the original 1970 Dodge Challenger, and that is what we raced. That was my dad's pride and joy. And then when he leaned more towards like in his 70s and more towards retirement, I've always had a passion for racing. I've always watched my cousin Darius, which has been on multiple magazines, one of the youngest African American race car drivers to win so many NHRA champions in his division. And then watching my cousin Otis race in the alcohol dragster. And like I said, my cousin Tora, he's in the grudge racing. And then I have another cousin, Kimmy, which has like $1 million race car, and he's in the grudge racing. So it's like, it's all of our baby. That's my boo-boo. And my dad was like, okay, you know what? You got the eye for it. You have the passion. Let's see what you can do. So, he kind of like let his hands go and he let me take over. And this is where we are today.
Yeah, and like I said, I know I'm pulling up some images. I said this is the picture of
That's
you and
me
your
and my
dad.
dad. Yes,
Standing in front of the car.
That is
Now,
me and my dad.
With that, I know I'm not a mechanic, so don't ask me how to fix on car. With that being, you said a 76.
It's a 1970
70 Charger.
Dodge Challenger.
Excuse me. Oh gosh, I used to work at a Dodge dealership. I'm getting my cars mixed up.
Right.
And watching Fast and Furious, watching those movies, that really intrigued me to definitely like the Challengers.
Right.
And actually, working at, I'm gonna give this dealership a brand, a marker. They're not one of my sponsors, or anything, but I used to work there. Mack High, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram in Flowood, Mississippi. Get your great Mack High feeling at Mack High Flowood. And working there, and then watching Fast and Furious, I always liked the Challenger. I said that was my car, but working at then sitting in the Challenger, I was like, I'm a little tall, and then I have son. I was like, well, I can't get one because my sons, they like to be around me, and then the back seat is the front seat, so I can't get one of those. So as they get older, and I kick them out, so I'm gonna get me one. But working there, I fell in love with them, and actually, our general manager, he made us say, hey, come up with a nickname to brand yourself. My nickname was Challenger. That was my brand name. They said I was called Challenger because for one thing, I liked the Dodge Challenger, and also I like challenges. I'm a challenge. If you say I can't do something, I'm gonna try to go out and prove you wrong and do it. But I fell in love with the Dodge Challenger from watching Fast and Furious because I know that's what they drove in a lot of them, and then also working there, I fell in love with the Challenger based off of that. But like I said, I see that, and I like the big muscle car. But yeah. Now, with you that year of a car, how hard is it finding the proper parts for it?
Honestly, it's not as difficult as it may seem. Now with COVID has kind of put a damper on things. So like, when we're trying to get parts from JEG or we order parts from overseas, it has been somewhat of a delay, but I can say that, my father, our mechanics, we have Brent, we have OK Tires here in Pompano Beach. We also have some amazing other mechanics that do different things to the car. They have been doing a really good job with the upkeep. My father is also very much hands-on. So it's kind of like, yeah, we kind of outsource when it comes to a lot of things with the mechanism of the car, but a lot of stuff he likes to do on his own because we do have a shop. So, and that's where we keep the shop. We have, again, like I said, my whole family race. So we do have a family warehouse that has been in the family for, oh my God, over a century, I should say, because it was originally my grandfather's. And that's where we house a lot of our cars. And there we have lifts, we have all that. So, small things we do on our own, but for the most part, it hasn't been as difficult as you may think. Getting the car ready to go.
I know, and especially with a lot of vehicles now, especially this. I want to say from 19 any new car. Well, now I'm cheating it. From the early mid 2000s to now, a lot of the cars are computer. With the computer chip is that. Yeah. What's your thought about that? I know you're looking like, man, they're just messing up the cars, especially the Chargers. I don't like that, and everything is computerized now. Do you think that kind of?
Okay.
Speak truth now.
the computers is not what get me.
Uh-huh.
I just can never see myself being a Tesla girl. Um, I'm not into the electric cars yet. It's just that lithium battery scares the crap out of me. And plus, here being in South Florida, even though we do have a lot of people who do have Teslas, but here being in South Florida, we have so many different weather patterns. Summertime is our rainy season / hurricane season. And I don't know, those cars kind of freak me out a little bit. And they're like, oh, what really freaks me out? When I'm driving to Palm Beach County and I see like the older people with the Teslas and they're asleep in the car and the car is driving themselves. That I can't. So I mean, with technology is always going to change, even in race cars. In the NHRA, it's not like it used to be back when Big Daddy Don Garlits used to race, or Shirley Mandowney and all those other things. Everything changed. Technology changed, even in race cars. With the dial-in box and the mechanism of the motors. So change is good, but I'm just not electrical girl. That's all.
Okay, now should speak about outside of racing, some things that you do in reference to literacy. Now, I know I pulled a lot of pictures from.
I see you did your homework. I see.
You pulled some pictures about. You were introduced to racing based off by your father. What introduced you to doing things in the community, dealing with literacy and education?
Seeing the need. Seeing the need in our communities, seeing the deprivation in our communities, connecting with adults who are in their 30s that are still having issues with literacy. That got me. Because I feel as though it is our due diligence to, support our communities and also, help when it comes to literacy awareness and even, depression, mental health awareness. So seeing the need in our community is kind of what inspired me. And also my own past, things that I battled with, coming up as a child and even older as a young adult. And then seeing the things that my children battle with, it's what gives me that momentum to want to give back and help our community.
Now, I know some people say education is very important. Knowledge is power. With what you're doing and how you can say STEM is trending to be a more of education component that a lot of institutions, a lot of schools are turned into.
Yes.
With your knowledge in racing, how does that help you with teaching children now?
Oh, STEM is very important. Like STEM is super important. Not even talking about racing. Let's talk about society as a whole. When you and I came up, I don't know if we're kind of close to age. Don't tell me though. But
I'm 13.
Okay, there we go. When you and I came up, technology wasn't as prevalent as it is right now. Now, especially with the pandemic, technology is now what runs the world when it comes to computers, cell phones, cars. So I always encourage, children to look into that, see if there's maybe like a profession that kind of like, make you a little excited, because one thing about technology, it's always going to be here. And I always encourage students that when you're trying to go forth in life and when you're looking into, college and career readiness, when you're looking at different colleges, you want to pick a career that's going to be sustainable. So when it comes to STEM, technology, science, all that, math, it is so important. And math is super important for our children to learn. Even if they choose not to go to college, at one point, they're going to get a job. So they want to, you got to teach them how to count their money, teach them how to manage their checks. So I truly believe that STEM is such a huge component right now. And I think it's very important to encourage our children to kind of get involved and learn more about it, not just with life.
Okay, now I know you see in the background now that I'm at a basketball trial. What other sports
did you? So.
That's all I'm gonna ask. What other sports were you a part of growing up?
What? Let me tell you. I played basketball majority of my life. That's why I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, so I played basketball for Deerfield Beach Middle School. We actually my year we broke a lot of records, so I'm super excited about that. Basketball is a big, huge component in our family, especially the girls. I had a cousin, Tina. She was in she played for Florida State University, so it's just basketball is in our blood. As far as other sports, I've always liked football. I'm a 49ers fan. Even though we was robbed, but we're not gonna go there, because we should have been in the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna leave that alone. So I'm always a football fan, basketball, volleyball. I love all sports. I love all sports. And I try to encourage kids to get involved with all sports, even golf, and tennis, so I'm just an all-around sports lover, but basketball and football are my number ones outside of drag racing.
Yeah, and I know some people may look at sports as they say, it is a source of entertainment, but it also teaches you a lot about life.
Oh yes.
So it teaches you teamwork, teaches you how to depend on other individuals, teaches you responsibility. Now with that,
yes.
and with that, how important is for women to play sports? Because I know women's sports is not, in certain areas, is not a very important thing, as you can say. But in my opinion, I think it is very important because, again, equality, Title IX, they want to look at this equality information and all with Title IX, things along that line. How important it is for, especially a young lady, to be a part of not just saying basketball, but to be a part of some type of team, sports, period.
I think it's super important. I don't think that women, men, or anybody should be not included in a sport because of their gender. I'm blessed. I am in a relationship, and I have an amazing supportive boyfriend. And he has a daughter who I call my baby, my daughter. And she is such a bright little girl. She's 13 years old and she's tall and she wants to play football. Not flag football. She wants to play straight up tackle. And my daughter was the same way. My daughter wanted to play tackle football. And a lot of other women may frown upon that and people may frown upon that, but I'm this type of person. I feel like if it's something that you truly want to do, go for it. Don't allow nothing or no one to stop you from achieving that goal. Girls, women, if you see a sport that you want to be a part of it, go for it. Because that's your way of expressing yourself, And I don't think that we should be limited to doing what is the gender norm, like cheerleading, volleyball, or things of that nature. Follow your heart. Pray about it, and then say, okay, I'm going to do it because this is what I want to do. And I truly believe that society should back that.
I'm glad you said that with society. Cheerleading. Now, I'm done because you made that statement and said that should not be just strictly women's sport. In high school, I want to say it was my 11th grade year. Yes, it was my 11th grade year. I was in an accident my summer of my 10th grade year going into my 11th grade year. So I played football and basketball and ran track. So I couldn't play sports at the beginning of the year because I was dealing with the injury. I don't know who made my schedule, but I looked at my schedule and said cheerleader. I said, what in the world is this? I ain't signed up for no cheerleader. And my mindset, I thought cheerleader, like I said, I was being, again, I didn't know anything about cheerleaders. Yeah, they cheer. Yeah, do the jumps and kick. And my mindset, again, I'm not being sexist or being disrespectful in a way. Right. Again, I thought a male cheerleader was homosexual. Yeah. And so that's what my mind, again, I was ignorant at it. And that's what my mind went to. Man, I'm not finna do cheerleading. The guy's not finna talk about me. But again, cheerleading is a very competitive sport. It is. Do the tumbling and stuff. And so I can't say, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to it, but cheerleader, just because you're male, you can be part of a cheerleading squad. But again, society put that saying that if a male is cheerleader, he's a homosexual.
Right.
He's gay, and so many terms.
And I'm gonna tell you a secret. I knew a male cheerleader, and he got all the girls. So, the football players out there on the field, and he's over there being a spotter, and he out there getting all the chicks. So you can't really and that is the thing. I think society has made us become so
Yes.
homophobic and so ignorant to so many different subjects when it
Yes.
comes to different sports and also when it comes to gender identity and gender roles, and I think that's the biggest thing, to help us move forward. We need to get out of that thought process, that idea of thinking, and just allow people to express themselves. I'm gonna tell you one thing, like I didn't start wearing heels and dresses until I was 26 years old. I was a straight tomboy. If you would have seen me in high school back in the days, I used to rock my Gary Paytons, have them zipped all the way up. I used to have my Jodeci boots.
See now you're telling your age now.
Listen, but I was a straight tomboy. It wasn't nothing. If you would have looked at me, you wouldn't have thought I was feminine, but I liked it boys, but it was just what I felt comfortable doing. So you can't sit up there and label a person just because of the role that they're playing on a sports or what they wear. It's just them expressing themselves.
And yeah, and I'm glad said that, especially when you see certain women on the court or they're playing some type of sport. Some of them you can say they look masculine by their physique and how they carry themselves. But off the court, and some of them have to, you say, completely do a 360. They have to change their appearance. They have to dress feminine. It's like, man, who is that? And especially if somebody that but it basically based off dealing with strictly on the court, and you see them off the court, it's like, you look like somebody I know, but you're not that person. Then say, I am who you are. Like, wow, you look totally different. Yeah. What is something as a society where you can, like I said, you can still, like I said, be feminine in a masculine sport? You can still show feminism. You can still show that you're feminine in a masculine sport, and still, like I said, you still know, hey, this is who I am on and off the court.
Right. I mean, what is feminine? I can ask that question. What is feminine? I mean, it's like, I think again we focus too much on femininity versus masculinity in both males and females. Even males. I noticed that if a guy wanna, have his hair looking nice and he wanna look suave, people call him metrosexual. I mean, so why label period? Maybe that day she didn't feel like doing something to her hair. Maybe she liked to work out. I know a lot of my friend girls, like for one, I have a friend who's she's a bodybuilder. And she's one of the most sweetest women that you will ever meet, but she's a little muscular. But just because she has muscles that, all those muscles that make her look masculine, or is she still feminine? Or it's just her. It's just her expressing herself. So like I can't say that. I mean, it depends on how you catch me. One day you might think I'm Cleo and set it off, and the next day you might think I'm a plus size version of Holly Berry. I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling, I mean, but if I'm looking like Cleo, does that still mean that I'm not feminine? I mean, it just means that day I just felt like rocking the cornrows and chilling, So it's just, I think again, we just got to get out of that mindset of defining feminine versus masculine, and just embrace the person and say, okay, that's just how they're feeling today. Let them rock it out. Because regardless of what, we're still sexy and we're still handsome in our own right. So
yeah. Well, I want to show one more picture of you. In reference to, like I said, it's a list of a lot of things who you are: educator, race car driver, communicator, advocate,
counselor,
mentor.
advocate,
counselor.
Mentor.
So, with you wearing those many hats, like I said, you can't wear all the hats and look like Cleo with your braid. Well, you're gonna have to look like Cleo by the head with your braid, because you changing hats every so often, and like I said, you don't want to mess up your hair, so you got to walk your braids because you're changing hats so many times. So what drives you to do wear all those hats?
Again, I feel as though in order to see the change in the world, you have to be the change. That's always going to be my motto. And I had a best friend. My best friend actually recently passed away. He died last year, September 13th, from COVID-19. He was one of the most amazing, influential people that I've ever met. His name was Billy Lee Bright. He was from Columbia, South Carolina. He was all over the news when he passed. So that just shows how much of an impact he made on this world. And one thing about him, he was so selfless. He gave so much of himself. It was always about everyone. It was never about him. Because he always felt as though God has given us the ability to have certain platforms so that we can give back, right? So that's
Uh-huh.
what motivates me. What motivates me is, knowing that there are so many people out there who need that love, need that support, and I can be in the position where I can help them with that. I've been through a lot in my little life. I've been through abandonment. I was a teen mom, single mom. I'm an autism mom. I'm a special needs mom. Dealt with clinical depression. I've dealt with so many things. And so I know how it feels to go through things and not have someone there supporting you. So anytime I'm able to provide that, that it motivates me. That's why I went to college. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology. I went back to school, got a master's degree in human services counseling with an emphasis on marriage and family therapy. I'm currently working on my board certification in marriage and family therapy. And I'm working towards my PhD in public administration. So I'm kind of like, I want to be in a position where I can not only help our community and help families in our community, but also be in a position where I can work alongside lawmakers and, help them create the change in our communities, because there's so much that needs to be done. And we can sit back and we can talk about it and we can fuss about it and argue about it all day. But until you put your foot on that pavement and you do what you're supposed to do to help make that change in society, you have no right to talk. So me, I put my money where my mouth is. If I see that something is going on or there's something wrong, there's children in our community that's facing literacy issues, or if I see, single mothers that's having issues, also our brothers. I work a lot with our men, helping them, especially those who have been to prison that have criminal histories. I help them, with expungement. I help them, with motivating and encouraging themselves. So I'm the type of person, if I can be put in a position to help, that's my motivation. That's my encouragement. So
Well,
that's
I'm
what I do.
I'm glad you definitely said that. Now, I know I listened to the radio station K Love, and can't remember exactly which DJs they were on, and they said every day try to go find a nice person, but if you can't find anyone, why don't you be the nice person?
Be that nice person.
And
That's
so,
right.
and like I said, no, if you see something, like I said, don't sit back in a corner and complain about stuff. If you want to see change, be the change, and definitely make a difference. Well,
That's right.
Miss Brittany, I know I'm not going to hold you too much long because I know you got to go out there and speed race against the driver and stuff, and grandma in a Tesla just falling asleep and stuff. So make sure you don't try to run her off the road, because or either honk your horn and wake up, say, "Hey, wake up over there." But I really appreciate your time for joining us here on More on the Road. That's the thing I like about my show. And I know it's something that you enjoy, the speed racing, the drag racing. So now I can say, hey, I talked with a NHR driver, a drag racer on my show, which is More on the Road. I appreciate your time. Is there anything else that you would like to share to our followers and listeners before we let you
Yes.
go?
Definitely. Please feel free to, follow me on Instagram, BrittanyP.Racing, but also, make sure you go to, you see I'm rocking my shirt, www.bestbuddies.com, .org. Sorry. It is an amazing organization that works tirelessly around the clock, supporting individuals with IDD, which is intellectual developmental disabilities. If you are in the South Florida area, or if you're going to be visiting in April, on April 30th, 2022, on the beautiful campus of Nova Southeastern University, Best Buddies will be hosting its Friendship Walk. That walk brings in money to support individuals around the country. John F. Kennedy's nephew, Mr. Anthony Kennedy Shiver, will be there, and I will be there. So the walk is called Racing for Inclusion. My race car will be there. I'll have on my uniform, and I'll be there supporting the cause. So definitely come out, support. If you can't make it, go to www.bestbuddies.com www.bestbuddies.org/walk Fort Lauderdale, and support. Give a small donation, because every little bit helps a person with IDD.
Yeah. Well, before I let you go, Brittany, I want to show you one more picture.
Uh-oh.
Just show one. It's nothing good. It's very exciting. So I'm gonna show you one more thing.
Let me see. Yeah, that's what's up. San Francisco.
Yes.
My boyfriend is a Cowboys fan, so him and I, we kind of go
Oh,
at it a
God.
little bit. He was mad because they got out before us. It is what it is, but go San Fran.
It's the thing. Yes, I'm a 49er faithful as well. I tell everybody it's three things I like about the Cowboys.
Uh-oh.
The first thing is that they gave me an opportunity to work in the NFL. I did an intern with the Dallas Cowboys. They gave my first shot. They drafted one of my homeboys, Jimmy Smith, from out of Jackson, and then one of my homegirls. She was a Dallas Cowgirl. Those are the only three things I like about the Dallas Cowboys. It's just those three things, and I
Those
tell
three
both
things.
of them. Yeah, I tell them that's the only thing I like about the Cowboys. But other than that, nah.
Oh, God.
But again, Miss Brittany, I really appreciate your time. Just again, anything that we can do here with More on the Road, definitely let us know, and we'll definitely reach out and support what you're doing, especially with the walks and things.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on, guys.
No problem. Thank you, and you have yourself a great evening, Miss Brittany.
You too.
Again,
Bye.
that Miss Brittany Portier, Brittany P Racing. Definitely take a look at her. She's on all the different social media apparatus. That's how we were introduced to each other via Facebook. Look up Brittany P Racing on Instagram as well as Facebook. Definitely check her out. Now let's go to some basketball. Now, see, we're here at Hillcrest Christian Academy, getting ready with the Mississippi Lady Lakers. They're finishing up their workout in reference to go ahead and putting that team together. So the coaches and stuff are talking, looking to get some players for this roster. No, man, we had a good 2-hour show, a little bit over 2 hours. But again, I really thank you guys for your support and all that you're doing and being here with me. I want to say thank you to ESPN Talking Sports Live for their support and all that I do. As well as my different sponsors for the events, what they're doing, with me for the events. Again, take a look at some of the events that we got going on. Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game. It's the Hoop a Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports Live. The I Am Historical Senior Showcase, which will take place March the 25th at Forest Hill High School. Definitely stay tuned for that. And again, the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game, Hoop a Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports will take place here at Hillcrest Christian Academy. As you can see, this is where we are here located at Hillcrest Christian Academy. This is what the Hoop a Lot Universe Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game will take place, presented to you by ESPN Talking Sports Live, will take place here June the 25th, 2022. So definitely stay tuned for more information in reference to that. Again, we're finishing up the workout here with the Mississippi Lakers. I said go ahead and get the team, as well as the More and More Sports Management Old School Hoop Fest that will take place in July 2022. So definitely stay tuned to what's going on. I really appreciate you guys for joining me this lovely Saturday morning. Now it's time for us to get up out of here, to go ahead and go down and shoot some hoops and things online. So again, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining. 1 + 1 =